guys, welcome back to Flora Fun and Food. My name is Lauren and today we're going to be planting some crops for Zone 6A that we can start indoors kind of late February, early March. And I'm looking at my spreadsheet that I've made here, which I can link down below if anybody's interested. But it looks like I can plant quite a few different kind of cooler weather herbs like dill and cilantro and parsley and peppermint and thyme. And then it also has some like leafy greens like spinach and kale, and then a lot of brassicas. So my cauliflower, my broccoli, my cabbage, kohlrabi. You could also start peas indoors at this time. I have just found that peas germinate pretty much 100% outside when I plant them in the garden directly. So I'm not really going to worry about the peas. I may or may not do spinach and lettuce. We'll just kind of see how much space I have in the trays, because those also kind of came up pretty easily outside. But I do want to give some of my brassicas definitely a head start, my herbs a head start, things like that. So let's go ahead and fill our trays with our seed starting mix. If you've missed my previous videos, I just use a general seed starting mix and wet it down enough to where when you ball it up, it kind of stays together, but it doesn't flake apart and there's no water dripping, on the other end of that. And then we'll fill these seed trays, get them labeled, and get our seeds planted. So let's get our dirt in our trays and just kind of go through our seed boxes here to see what we have from the spreadsheet that works for this time for indoor planting. Here we go. Whenever you're putting seed starting soil in any container, really, you want to make sure that you kind of gently press down the dirt to get rid of any air pockets, because that will definitely prevent seed germination. So kind of tap that down and then add another layer and then press that down as well. And again, I'm using these reusable silicone seed trays from Burpee, and I really like them. They come in different depths and sizes and things like that. If you're interested in any of the things that I use, I will link everything down below that I use. So if you want to check those out, that's where they'll be. Okay, I have gone through all of my seed boxes here and pulled out the ones that we can do today. Also looking at my spreadsheet, which I can link down below. And then I've also set a few aside for direct planting outdoors. So let's go over what I've pulled out. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He's chewing on his toy and refuses to stop. So first up, I'm going to re-sow some celery because my starts that I started a few weeks back just look a little fragile, a little spindly. So I'm going to re-sow some of these and hope that I still have time. I found some alpine strawberries that were heirloom pineapple, and these looked really interesting. So I've never grown strawberries from seeds. I've always either grown them from bare roots or, I just buy a whole plant. So we're going to try sowing these. They looked interesting, so let's, try them. Then I have my leafy greens, so different blends of kale. This has all different kinds of kale in it. I also have some black magic kale here, so we'll plant a few different varieties of kale. For lettuce, I just have some regular iceberg lettuce and some Merlot lettuce. I also have noble giant spinach. And then for my brassicas, I've got some premium flat Dutch cabbage. I have some Long Island improved Brussels sprouts. I have broccoli romanesco, cauliflower romanesco, cauliflower de Sicilia violetta, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, and then some broccoli de Ciso, I don't know Italian, I apologize to everyone. Just a different variety of broccoli here that looked really yummy. And then finally I've got some herbs, so I have some cilantro. I do have a variety that is slow bolting, but I save those seeds for a later succession planting when it gets hotter, because cilantro does not like the heat. It is more of a cool weather crop, so we'll plant the regular out now since it's cool. Some just Italian large leaf parsley, some sage, some peppermint, some dill, and some thyme. Then in my sow directly outdoor pile, I have broccoli rabe, arugula, watercress, and bok choy. And then I also have my carrots and parsnips, which will go out in probably a couple weeks here. So stay tuned for these. We'll just go directly to the garden and plant these out. All right, let's get our seed trays labeled and get our seeds planted. So I'm just poking a hole using a Dibbler tool. You can use, you know, a pencil, a pen, your finger, whatever works. I just find this to be really, really easy. Now in each of these holes, I'm only putting 2 seeds because I don't want to waste seeds and I don't want to overcrowd the seedlings. So I used to be really bad about that. I would plant, you know, a ton of seeds and then I would be lazy and not thin them out, or I would feel bad thinning them out because I thought I was wasting plants, but in all reality I was wasting plants by seeding too much, not thinning out, you know. So only plant a couple per hole, and whatever germinates, just keep the strongest of those, because I know I only have a limited amount of space in the garden for these anyway, so it would be silly to have, you know, 100 different seedlings for broccoli when I can only probably grow, you know, 6. And then we will cover all of our seeds over with our soil. And then we're just going to water these seeds in with a spray bottle. And then we will get these on our heat mat under our grow lights. Cover these all up, spray it down, and that is that. That is our kind of 6 to 8 week spring garden here to start indoors. So we've started some leafy greens, some colder weather herbs, and some brassicas. In just a second, I will show you what we've planted in previous videos and how they are doing on the grow shelf. So let's look at those now. So here you can see our onions are doing great. These are the Walla Walla bulb onions, and then these are going to be our green onions. Here is my celery, which I'll plant a few in the empty spots here. It's growing, but it's kind of scraggly. Then this is my echinacea that I replanted, snapdragons, my one and only marigold, no passion flower vines, and then all of this asparagus, which definitely needs to be up potted, so I need to do that this weekend. Down here we've got leeks and a bunch of hot peppers. We also have our chamomile, both different types over there, so I have a lot of room in this tray still to plant things. Down here we have tons of really healthy hot peppers. Same over here, these are just some more hot peppers that didn't fit on the grow shelf, so now I need to find room for everything we just planted. So as you can see, everything is doing really, really well on the shelves here. We got lots of things planted over here today. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and head over to my channel to subscribe for more content like this. And I hope to see you guys again very soon. Thanks guys, bye.